This is the camp that Constantine's escort must have established.
It looks more like a battlefield. I hope that Doneigad and your cousin survived the fight.
Search the area. Let's see if we can find any clues as to what happened here. Most of the weapons are missing. Our soldiers wouldn't have taken a rest without defenses. The tents are lacerated by what looks like claws. And there are traces of blood everywhere. Some of these men must have been attacked in their sleep. By beasts? Our soldiers were attacked by surprise, and animals were amongst the assailants. However, our men reacted properly. They were armed and they fled as best they could. There are no bodies, and no sign of the presence of Constantine or Catazac. Perhaps they were in another place, and the soldiers wanted... This area has been trampled. An entire stampede passed by here. Our soldiers must have fled the area and taken this path followed by their assailants. This is a sacred place of a native cult. No doubt this is where Catazac and Constantine were going.
It isn't really a place of a cult, but rather a place of anchoring. A place where Doneigada perform a ritual to become Sinol Menawi. These places are charged with great energy. Perhaps Catazac wanted to use it to bring relief to your cousin.
Perhaps. But there are bodies, and without a doubt there was fighting here. Search the place. Let's see what we are able to find. This blade is a native ritual knife, and this bowl contained a potion. Someone wanted to perform a ritual here. Could Catazac have found a better means to alleviate Constantine's symptoms? A crater. Without a doubt caused by an explosive potion. The soldiers might have been carrying them. They must have been desperate to have taken such drastic measures. The corpses of both men and beasts. These soldiers fought dearly to the end. Neither Constantine nor Catazac are amongst them. Constantine and Catazac must have been visiting this place. Perhaps performing some sort of healing ritual. When the attack took place, the soldiers intervened and many fell during the fight, but a group escaped down this path. We need to continue following their tracks. More tracks. Footprints. The ones who got away fled this way. Strange. These trees look half calcinated, as if they were exposed to immense heat. These weapons are in terrible condition. Whatever did these men come up against? Another burnt tree. This path seems to have been scorched in flames. More signs of an explosion. Can't believe that our soldiers could be carrying so many explosive potions. New footprints. It looks as if a group met up with them and took this path. There was more fighting over here. There are not only corpses of our own men. Where could these other soldiers have come from? More signs of explosions. But what were they doing with all these explosives on them? There are footprints. Only a handful made it up here. The path stops on this overhang, and despite signs of a skirmish, I can't see any sign of Constantine or Catisac. These rocks were broken, as if they had taken cannon fire. But what could have happened here? I recognize this sack. It's my cousin's. Oh, Constantine. What have you gotten yourself into again? I don't recognize these men. Still more unknown soldiers. Could they have been responsible for the attack? This one is carrying a letter. Let's see. These vials look familiar. Catisac used the very same to stock his potions. He came all the way here. I'm going to pick them up. According to this note, these men come from a nearby camp. An old outpost of the Alliance taken over by the Coin Guard. They could well have decided to finish what they had planned in New Serene. Very well. Let's sum things up. Constantine and Catisac definitely came through here to perform an attack obviously involving wild... And then there are these traces of inexplicable...
You cannot suspect my people are behind.
Unless... he himself was behind it. He is a powerful Donegad. The beasts obey him.
How could you even think that?
Perhaps with this...
But I'm a peasant.
Perhaps. However, one way... Let us be on our way without
Dara Grimadaram Dam.
I've heard stories of your exploits. Thank you for all you've done. It's unusual for us to be offered aid by a Renai. It seems... How can I help?
Catazak has disappeared. Would you have an idea as to where he went?
What? But my Tiern followed you to help you. How would I know where to find him?
I don't know exactly what happened, but he took my cousin to a particular place. Their escort was attacked, decimated by beasts and by magic. And my cousin and Catazak have disappeared.
And you believe that the Tiern has taken your cousin and killed his soul? Your heart must beat in shadow to believe that the man who offered you his hand only did so in order to better betray you.
Well, perhaps they were wounded, and your master wanted to take Constantine to a safe haven to heal him. We must find them at all costs. Wherever they are, they most certainly need help.
Forgive me, Doneigad. Your words are...
There may be a way. I found these vials of potion.
They could very well, but let me see them. No, they are not his. This potion does not seem like any of those my master prepares. I do not know this smell. Another Doneigad must be implicated, but none that I know would attack Catazak. May the trees protect us. Who would attack the water that heals, the earth that feels?
Yes. I sincerely hope that we will find them. That they are alive.
When you have discovered anything,
I have to go.
Quite a William said.
Colonials? You must have gotten lost to have come this far from nowhere. To whom do I owe the honor?
De Sardet. I am legate of the Congregation of Merchants on this island.
A legate? Pardon my dismay, but we don't get many I am Captain Idris. What can I do for you, milady?
I am looking for Constantin d'Orsay, the island governor of the Congregation of Merchants.
A governor? Here? Whatever would he be doing in this rattle?
My cousin was part of an expedition in this region. His men and his camp were attacked. They nearly all died. But we found no trace of his body, which has us hoping that he may still be alive, wounded and holding up somewhere, or even captured.
Have you cast your suspicions in our direction? I hope this is a joke. We've had neither reinforcements nor supplies for weeks. In my book, we've been totally forgotten. I wouldn't risk the few lives remaining to attack a governor's camp. I'm not crazy. I'm truly sorry for your cousin, Excellency. but we haven't seen him. And we definitely, the region is dangerous.
You do know that we found the bodies of several men from the garrison up there, don't you?
How could you be sure?
One of them was carrying a note, signed by your hand.
And they are dead. I had hoped they'd have survived and would eventually return.
Explain yourself, Captain. What were your men doing on the cliff top?
They were monitoring the zone. They were to warn us of any troop movements. We have lost too many men to surprise attacks. We decided to take initiative and be ready yesterday.
And you didn't go and see for yourself? You hear screams, certainly those of your own men. And you don't do anything.
So the last of my men give up their lives for nothing as well? You can think of me as a coward if you like. But me, I'm taking no...
Why do I have the feeling that you're holding something back from me?
Captain, my name is Afra. You might remember me. I passed by this outpost with my fellow scholars.
The Lost Expedition. Yes, I remember.
Her Excellency was able to extract us from the situation we found ourselves in.
Her Excellency has powers that I do not possess.
I'm casting no stones at you. You are isolated and without resources. You have the feeling that the powerful of this world have abandoned you, and you want to make them pay. But a life hangs in the balance. We must save him.
You were right. I will tell you everything I know. One of the men I posted there returned during the night.
A survivor. Excellent. Did he tell you what happened?
He wasn't able to say a word. He collapsed unconscious 2 steps past the doorway. Our nurse sits with him, but... his wounds are extremely serious. He's just refusing to die.
I am sorry.
Go and see the nurse. I can't say anything else.
I need to be going.
I would very much...
What are you doing there?
I know. I've come to see the wounded soldier. The captain told me you might need my help.
That is very kind.
What are you saying?
No, he still lives. But I've been asking the captain for weeks to escort me on a mission to replenish my stocks. And now that we have a wounded patient, I can only wipe water on his brow and hope.
Do you know what type of remedy would allow...
Yes, at least I think so.
I see.
Were you able to concoct the potion against burns?
Yes, I was. Might we administer it?
Give it to me. I'll take care of... There. We must wait and be patient now.
Will he make it?
I hope so. We'll know soon enough. This potion is extremely potent.
And if he survives, when could we speak to him?
Come back tomorrow at the same time. We'll know more then.
Very well.
See you soon. And